Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Sam's 10-Minute Tuesdays. I'm Mickey Straub, and Joe Templand is on the line with us again today.
Mickey, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, always a pleasure. I know this is one of your favorite topics, back to the basics. This is a great time to do that. Everybody's kind of like recharging up their batteries, getting back to work, getting back to the good habits. A lot of people got very, let's call it sloppy with their work habits, etc.
Mhm.
So is getting back to the basics so important to you?
Back to basics is going to the fundamentals. And as a martial artist, I still do my most basic technique, a center punch every single day, every morning, 100 plus times each hand. That's one of the ways that I start my morning every single day, because then I can build off of that basic. If you don't have a good foundation, you're never going to build a high castle or tower. So back to the basics. I was thinking about a couple of individuals who, when I first came to Northwestern, were the rock stars, Scott and Andy Schwartz. Okay, they ran Schwartz Camp. They were perennial top tens on the insurance and the investment side, absolute rock stars. And one of the things that they hammered into us early on that I still focus on to this day, 25 plus years ago, is what you do every single day.
That's right.
Repetitive, boring, but it builds your baseline back to basics. So every single day, you need to hear one person's story. Get one new fact finder every single day, no exception. You ask one person to buy every single day, no matter what. And you do whatever it takes to get in that position.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a brand new rep and you need to pick up the phone 50 times to schedule the 3 appointments to get that one new fact finder minimum every single day, so be it. If you're a more experienced rep and you need to pick up the phone 3 times to do that, so be it. But you get one new fact finder every single day, hear one new story, and ask one person to buy every single day. Those are the basics. And if you do that, you're going to have a great career.
Yeah, it also reminds me how important it is to know what your formula is every day. I remember when I was in a previous career, there were 4 things I did every day that I did. It was an acronym, and it stood for a company that I used to do business with. It was like every day, do it the same way every time. It's not pretty, but you need to get back to the basics. And I know I myself, have got away from the basics, especially when I was the mayor of my town, involved in other activities. Got away from the basics of selling and communicating with our clients. I had to go back to the basics. When I was on the 50 Capital trip, I realized that I realized at the end of the first week that if I didn't start practicing what I preached in business, for that trip, I was going to fail. There are certain things I had to do every day. So every day when I walked in the hotel room, I knew I had a certain routine. Every morning when I woke up, I had the same routine. And that's when I was most successful, when I had that tight schedule. And that's what I do in my business as well. And but you know what? We tend to get away from the basics. And it's time to get back to the basics, guys. Everybody's listening to this today. It's got to go back to the basics. Stick to what the blocking and tackling and the basic things that it takes for you to be successful in this business.
Yeah, every single day. You get up, I have my cup of coffee, I read for about 5 minutes, so I have stuff going on in my head. I work out every single day. And as I said, I do that 100 punches and a couple other things, but that's my baseline every single morning to get my mind and body ready to perform. Every single day, I still wear a suit and tie. Okay, some of my friends make fun of me. I don't care. I put on my uniform to play the game.
Yep.
So I put on my uniform and I come to my office, or I work remotely sometimes, and even working remotely, I still have a suit and tie on. And I do the things that I need to do. Using my still paper SAM planners, because I love them, I get one new appointment on the phone every day, minimum. I get 2 introductions every single day, minimum. I hopefully get one person per day to tell me their story and ask one person per day to take action. I learn one new thing every day. Seneca told us 2,000 plus years ago, learn something new every single day and you'll become a great human being. So every single day I learn something new. Every single day I do something that scares me.
No, that's a good one.
You do those basic things. You get the certain number of appointments every day. You get one new fact finder. You ask one person to buy. You get whatever number of introductions you need to feed that machine. It's not sexy. It's the grind. You do it today, and guess what? You do it again tomorrow, and you do it again next Thursday, and you do it again 4 Fridays from now. And you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, but it layers, and it's the flywheel that gets going that Jim Collins talks about in Good to Great. This is how you build an excellent career. And this is how you start writing 10 lives a month and make $1 million roundtable or quarter the table or whatever your goal is by every single day going back to your basics and doing the little things that you have to do to build your day, week, month, year, and career.
I think the other thing though I like to remind everybody is it's cool to have an acronym or a way of remembering. You know, the same 3 or 4 things that you do every day, every single way is getting back to the basics. And I can't help but think of a coach, a famous coach just north of where we're at up in Milwaukee, Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi had his own routine every day. Actually, I didn't know until a couple of years ago he's actually a churchgoer. He went to church every day. But when it came to football, what did he do at the beginning of every season? Gentlemen, this is a football.
Yeah.
This is my surprise for you. You know, I didn't know I have it, but this is actually signed by Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's a resident of my town, and I have his helmet too, just so you guys know. I'm not promoting Bo too much, but I have like a little shrine over here. I could say I was Bo's mayor, you know. But anyway, back. I mean, the people that really excel stay focused, stay organized, stay disciplined. They stick to the basics. Yes, you know, some people are born with more talent than somebody else in a different arena. But you remember, like I told you guys in a previous podcast, salesmen are not as one guy said, salesmen are born and not made. No, they're made. You know, not everybody's gonna be a top 10%er. Not everybody's gifted with it. But if you do the right things, stick to the basics, use acronyms, have a routine like Joe does, from a personal level, he gets his mind ready because of what he does at home. 100 punches per hand.
Per hand every single morning.
Center body, or you know, that's your focus time, and we all need that focus time on the days that you're selling. You may be following some of the Dan Sullivan's strategic coach stuff, where you have green days, red days, blue days, or or focus days, I think it's called, admin days, whatever it is. But when you're selling, absolutely, you got to have that routine and have a set system to sell and a set system to introduce it, confirm appointments, you name it, and stick to the process.
Yeah, if it's a red day, you do what you're supposed to do for red days. If it's a green day, you do what you're supposed to do for green days. What I do on Sunday is different than what I do during a regular workday. However, I still get up, I still do the 100 punches, I still do my reading, I still do a basic workout before I go on and do the other things that I do on Sunday, which are different. And what having this discipline does is it allows you to have fun when you're done doing your basic jobs. Okay. Last night, I did not leave my office till 11 p.m. Why? Because today, it's finally a beautiful day. I'm taking my sons to the amusement park today at 2:30. And the reason why I can do that is because I've already done everything that I'm supposed to do for today. And I did the extra stuff yesterday to make up for the time that I'm taking today, because I need to accomplish certain things every single day in that back to basics model. Because going back to basics allows you to run activity. And ultimately, sales is an activity. And introductions let you win that game every single day.
Back to the basics, everybody. We'll see you next week.